Welcome to the Les Hrebensky After Hours Show, brought to you by Uncommon Fit. Hello and welcome to the Memorial After Dark, Memorial After Hours. Connor Wilson, Steven Stamp.
Memorial at night.
Memorial at night. We have seen an unbelievable first day here. I mean, it's been incredible. The games have been unreal. Out of the 16 games today, what would you say are maybe your top 4, top 5 games in terms of excitement, competitiveness? I mean, what are the games that people should go back and watch if they didn't watch them live?
I wrote them down because
you gotta write them down.
I called 8 games of the 16, and I'm going to start out with Custodes versus Bundeswehr, Game 9. What a battle. The big comeback by Bundeswehr. The Thomas Knotek, the youngster with the hat trick, breaking through. Love that game. Yeah. The next game, Tel Aviv versus Glasgow. What a battle between those two clubs. Game 10.
Another good one.
It was so good, so competitive, and again, you know, lots of back and forth in that one. Big lead, actually, for Tel Aviv, and then the comeback.
Yeah.
We're not telling you results because we're going to let you go and find them.
Yeah, go watch them for yourself.
What's going on. Watch it yourself. We're going to slip one in. The Vienna Monarchs and GSI Grizzlies, a silver group game. Game 12, went to a shootout. I was standing behind the net for the shootout. It was exciting seeing the old Scotty Comer Barry Blizzard jersey on Patrick Falb for the Vienna Monarchs. It was pretty exciting.
That was awesome.
And then the last 2 games of the day, Game 15, the Mega Men versus Alberta going to the shootout. Unbelievable game.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun to watch. A physical game. Those guys really got after it.
High intensity.
It was a lot of fun. Yeah, that was a great game. Definitely one you want to go back and check out.
Absolutely. And the game we just saw, Game 16, was Tel Aviv versus the Riggers from Dublin, Gold Star Tel Aviv. That one went to a shootout, a whole bunch of rounds of the shootout, even though it was 1-0 at the half.
Yeah.
I gave away a bit of a score, but plenty happened after that, so go back and watch that one if you haven't seen it already.
And in terms of looking forward, 2 of those games were from the same group, right?
Yes.
So that Scotland, Glasgow, Clydesiders, Riggers game tomorrow is a huge game, and I think it's going to be really tight and just a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah.
We're going to bring on one of the Mega Men players for their big win today. We got Lou Serino. It's coming on to the set with us, and we're just going to talk to him a little bit about,
right in the middle here, Lou.
Yeah. How the team came together. I know, but scoring goals, right? Being important, getting out there. Beautiful kind of shifty bouncer shot around somebody earlier today. What's been kind of the Mega Men vibe this year, and what are you guys trying to bring to the tournament?
So we like to play a fast game. We have a very athletic defense and a new goaltender, first time playing with him, Angus. He's gelling very well with the guys. His first look is always up the floor, which is what we like. And we're trying to be a little bit smarter than we were in years past in transition. If the look's there, we're going to force it. If not, we'll pull out, settle down with light numbers, low on D. Offense can control the game and really give them a break. So,
well, that's something important that you bring up. You talk about year over year, right? This is not a tournament that you can just show up to. I mean, it really is a tournament that you have to prepare for and come in with a team that has some idea of what you want to accomplish. How did you guys go about creating your team, bringing in a new goalie for this year and then making sure that they gel? How does that process kind of work for you guys?
So the biggest thing we started, I believe it was 2017, was my 3rd year here. We really tried to keep a core group of at least 10 guys together. The roster used to be a lot different from year to year, even when I first started and way before. And obviously the teams in Europe are getting a lot better, and you can't just bring a group of athletes over and win anymore. So we really tried to go from 10 to 12 guys, keep that core group together. We play a lot together back at home also, and that really helps a lot. But once we get here, we find a good crew of guys that we know that a few have played with in the past, so there's always that connection, and it really helps to keep the process going. So
guys who can kind of buy into a system.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you do play a lot of teams here. I mean, the Alberta team that you played today, they are practicing regularly. They are all Alberta guys.
Yep.
My team today lost to the local LCC Wolves team. Those guys are practicing all the time together.
Yeah.
It makes a big difference in this tournament. As you move forward and even deeper, what do you hope to accomplish, as the team kind of gels over those 1 to 2 to 3 first days?
So first, we're going to take a look. We have an early start tomorrow, but tonight we took a look at the game, try to fix those problems right away. This way we can move in tomorrow, and then every game just slowly build off of the positives. Don't look at the negatives. We always talk about them. We don't want to forget about them, acting like they don't happen. But we don't want to, hone on them like we've used to in the past.
Fantastic.
I've got a couple here. So everyone talks about this tournament and how much fun it is, the camaraderie, the friendship, the sportsmanship. and the good quality lacrosse. But it's also, you're talking about, you guys are doing film study after the game. This is a tournament that people take very seriously and want to win. It's a meaningful tournament.
Exactly. Yeah, so tomorrow, obviously, we don't have much time to watch film, so that's why we made sure all of us were here to watch both Alberta and Istanbul play this morning. And then as we move forward into the playoff bracket and the playoff play, we'll either try to get here to watch, and if everybody can't, we'll just sit together, watch a little bit of film, and discuss offense, defense, power play, everything from top to bottom. So.
For you personally, you were saying just before we came on camera, it's nice just to be able to come and run and be part of it. Just what have you gone through with the meniscus tear, and what's it meant to you to be here this year?
So last year, a little less than a month before, we had a training camp back home for the Laser Sharks, which is a great thing that PJ Martin's trying to do at home, grow the sport of box lacrosse, give the guys a lot of chance to play. Unfortunately, during the training camp, within the first hour or so, I tore my meniscus. So I probably shouldn't have come last year, but this is a tournament you don't really want to miss. So I made sure once I got back home, September I was here as well, slowly trying to strengthen it, get a little bit stronger. But I made sure to really, focus on growing the muscle back in the leg and getting back to 100% so I can come back again and contribute to the team a little more than I did last year. So.
Yeah, you could see the difference in the movement. I mean, in the last fall, I've got to see you in the last night a few times now, actually.
Yeah, 2 of them.
And, so it's fun to watch you play and fun to see you with this group of guys. You're the Laser Sharks guys, you're the Mega Men.
Yep.
But when you come over here and you prepare for this tournament, you've talked about trying to have that continuity, but you've also got to come over and think about the change in the way the game is played. I guess last night helps you prepare for that, obviously, with the short games.
Yep. Yeah, it's definitely one of the biggest focuses, and we talk about all the time, is not falling behind. You fall behind, especially against a team like Alberta, it's very difficult to climb back from. And if you do go down one, your biggest focus isn't to try and win the game, it's try to get back to even. And then slowly build from there. So you can't look too far ahead in these games. They're way, way too fast. So
I want to share with the folks what we were talking about before off camera, because I don't want to deny them of that really cool information about, you scored a couple of goals, very different goals. The second one, the long range skipper between the legs.
Oh, yeah.
And where'd that come from?
I came from, I work for the Philadelphia Wings, and I'm lucky to watch a bunch of guys shoot around, and Jordan Hall and I have become friendly. And he told me about, just getting the goalie to move before you release that shot. So just bringing the hands up, and as you come down to release, just react. You can still shoot high or low, and just react to how the goalie drops to his knees. So I gotta give him credit for that one.
Still learning, right? Still learning, getting better.
And he's a great guy to learn from. So soak it all in from him. But
that's awesome. Well, as a thank you for coming on, we've got a little shirt for you.
Oh, awesome.
And thank you very much. Great
Appreciate
job
it.
today. Congrats on the win. Best of luck tomorrow.
Great job. Always a pleasure watching you play.
Thank you.
Keep it
to see you, Lou.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. Exit stage right.
Yeah, you got any games tomorrow that you're really looking forward to? Obviously, I think the Glasgow Riggers game stands out.
Yeah,
as
I think it really does.
Incredibly important.
Yeah.
But there's some other good ones. Some of these groups are really tight.
They're
right?
really tight. We saw that, with Glasgow Riggers, and you see the Custodes, Bundeswehr, and
Bundeswehr,
Turku.
Right?
Turku Titans. They do look very good, Bundeswehr, but the Turku Titans lost 5-2 today, but it didn't look like a 3-goal difference game in the short game. It looked very close. I think Turku's going to come back with a vengeance. They're missing Robert Reitla, which is a big loss, but they're playing very well. I think that's going to be interesting because they're going to want to go after Bundeswehr and continue with the tournament, because we talked about on air during the game. There are going to be some good teams from the gold groups that get eliminated from the chase for the championship tomorrow.
Yeah, no question. If you're up in the gold, you have to be winning right away.
Yeah.
And be very competitive right away. Otherwise, you have a very hard road to even get back to 9th place.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of fun. It's a big challenge. 6 games for most of the teams over 4 days. A couple of teams get buys if you win a gold group. So 4 teams only play 5 games.
Right.
And that can be huge too, and then really pay some dividends for you. So.
And people think sometimes, they're 30-minute running time games, so are they really that draining? But they're fast, they're intense, and they're over the 4 days. It is a grind, especially for the guys who are
today, and I'm exhausted.
Right?
Fair enough. Maybe I'm not the bar you want to set, but it is what it
you're
is.
a bar.
Yeah, I'm a bar. I'm a bit of a bar. But absolutely. So I think tomorrow we've got a great lineup. We're supposed to have great weather again tomorrow. Should be a little hot. Interesting to see how the legs are going to play, how the youth is going to play. We're playing a young in shape Hong Kong team.
Yes.
It should be a
Hong
big
Kong just
challenge.
keeps coming and coming
they
and
do.
coming.
So,
They've still got some things to work on, but you can see how quickly they're adapting to the box game. They are a fascinating team to watch. They're going to be in Langley this fall for the World Championships.
And well
this is a
coached
great
by Scott
preview.
Browning doing a great job over there. He's got some awesome assistant coaches as well. I mean, that whole national team program is taking big steps. And to see their team here, I think it's really exciting. So, tomorrow you got a bunch of great games. I would definitely say check out Hong Kong Moon Bears. I'm a little biased because that's my team.
Being a Moon Bear, a Lunar Bruin.
But watch the Hong Kong team. They are really interesting and really fun. I think they're going to be a great story from
Watch
this
the Moon
tournament.
Bears too.
And watch the Moon Bears.
Go to ahmemorial.cz or CZ, depending where you are, and you can see all the results, the schedule, all the information about this fabulous tournament in its 26th year.
Yeah, head over to YouTube. You're probably here already, unless you're watching the link on Facebook or whatever it is. But LCC Radotín on YouTube. You can watch all these games live. You don't want to miss it. This is the best tournament in the world. I run a tournament. This is the best tournament
Which
in
is
the world.
modeled largely on this,
Modeled,
and is a great tournament. But yeah, this is the bomb.
It is. It is unreal. So thank you for bringing back that 90s slang. We're going to see you guys tomorrow for another post-game show. They just keep coming. 3 more days of this. Get ready. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you watch these games tomorrow. They are going to be killer games.